Welcome to another exciting episode of 20 Minutes with Chad, where Chad answers a question he posted on Facebook.
Oh no.
Two things that drive me nuts about porn, says Chad: bad editing and subtitles.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
need English translations of oh yeah, oh fuck in Spanish. Now, I have a lot of questions right now.
All right.
That statement. Little do people know, me and Chad are very good friends, but I take shots of all the stuff Chad says, and he forgets just for this show. Because if it's something I want to talk about, we discuss it here. Nothing is said. So let's go back to this.
Okay.
Be watching first off. I mean, we know it's porn.
Yeah, poor. But I watch a lot of like Latina porn. I'm like,
That's fine. I don't care if it's Latino or not. You're complaining about the editing?
oh yeah, the editing. I can't do like shiesty editing. Sometimes I feel like it gets either there's two kind of editing. There's the one that's over polished, the big stewed budget ones, where it's just like, oh, and cut away this, and like it makes no sense, like a jump cut almost, but it's like it is. I'm like, it's not a cutaway, it's a jump cut. It's like, okay, they're making out, oh, now she's at the boobs. I'm like, oh, wait, where
Yeah.
she didn't work her way down to the boobs. There has to be some continuity. There has to be structure. There's a story there.
You're
There's a
looking for a
story.
story now in your board.
I'm like, not that, at least a visual story. Shoot. I'm just like, okay, I'm like that. And then there's some like low budget stuff where it's just like it sits there too long. And you're like, okay, okay. All right. I get the amateur stuff. I'm like, all right.
So that's what I mean. You're spending your time watching amateur porn.
Nah, it's usually in between. I like gray area. Sometimes amateur porn's cool,
What's a
but
hold on? What is a gray area of porn?
where it's
I,
like
I really don't know what that means.
it's really not gonzo, but not studio. It's just like gonzo means like on the fly,
Yeah, I
like
got it.
in and out kind of thing. It's sort of like guerrilla filmmaking, but for porn, hence gonzo. I know this stuff really well because, like I said, I dated porn stars, worked on porn sets, all that stuff. So it's
You
just like
have
it's a,
this. This is an old episode of you working at the porn hub.
oh yeah.
It's in there. It's on the archives. Go find it. I don't remember what episode, but there is an episode on that. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to go back to the next part of your statement.
Okay.
Get upset about subtitles.
Yeah, because the words are popping up when I try to come. It's just like, oh yeah, yeah, and then see, and it blocks the tit or
Well,
something. Like,
guess
oh
what part
no.
of it is? Maybe somebody needs the subtitles.
What's that? But yeah, but it blocks the body parts. You're like, wait, what the hell? It's
And
just like
watch
it,
something else.
like it's like all of a sudden it's like when you watch a chick, like, oh, that chick's hot, that chick's hot. All of a sudden, a pop up of the dick. You're like, ah, why you cut to the dick and not to keep it on that? That's what I feel like when it's the
Maybe it's for the
subtitles.
hearing impaired.
Man, they're like, what? They take Tylenol or something? I'm like,
I don't
geez.
know. I'm just trying to help out. I mean, somebody must be typing those in and making money.
Or I guess they're probably their mom. I don't know.
You think it's the woman's mom?
No, I don't know. It's probably the guy's mom. I don't know. I just do not like subtitles when it comes to that. I
Do you
like
have your
subtitles.
closed captioning on? I don't even know.
I
Can you
don't.
turn on closed captioning for? You know what? I'm going to find out right now. I'll be right
Closed
back, people.
captioning.
I have no
Closed
idea. I've never
captioning
done
of
this in my
porn.
life. I'm
Ooh.
going to find out. You keep talking. I'm going to come right
Oh,
back.
you closed captioning of porn.
I
Wow.
have no
No,
idea. I'm going to
I,
your
I
favorite
just,
site because
I
that's what I
just,
know,
I just, I'm bougie about my porn. I'm bougie,
which is
bougie,
fine.
bougie. Because I want. It's like sometimes I crave Mexican food, sometimes I crave Italian food. I want to, spice it up a little bit. Was it chicks with dicks? Whatever. Just something to keep things, rolling. But no, I cannot. And it's always the big budget pornos that does it, like Girl Films or what was it called? God, what is the company that
Okay.
does it? Adult Times. That's who it does. Adult Times. They always add captioning on the freaking thing. It's just like, okay. It's like their dialogues, like I'm telling you, the captions, uh, uh, I'm like, all right, do I need to caption saying
I
across
have
the
no idea how you put caption on this because all I can do is fast forward and normalize it. That's
no,
it.
I'm telling you, like they're really
Then you
they do
must have
caption.
like I don't know. I went to the only site I know because you talk about it.
Pornhub.com, of course. And I'm not even a sponsor. Hey, Pornhub, if you ever wanted to
Well,
sponsor
that's the
someone,
only one I know.
please sponsor us.
Please give Chad
Chad needs
no
money. Yeah,
caption porn, please.
exactly. Like Chad, like just stay on Pornhub. But yeah, no, it's
Simon does not want any links sent to him. Pornhub. Everything is for chat,
but you
please.
see him winking.
No, I'm not linking. Please do not send me. But if you want to send me something, put your thing on my side. I want everything. I'm not disgraceful for that. I will take it.
It's like next episode, how Simon gets divorced. How he loses his friends, becomes a pariah in Canada. They're like, out to Ottawa with the rednecks.
So you said last episode we need to have more structure.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the structure you're talking about? We've never had a structure in 8 years.
I mean, I know we never had a structure like before, like early on. We even had like guest interviews, or I feel like it was a little more
okay.
ranting and raving.
Chad, this was your idea to have interviews.
No, that was just to change it up.
Email saying, "Hey, we have this person on the show. Let's get it done."
We could do it that. We could do that. It's just like that's a process I'm thinking about. Like I don't know. I'm just like I've always been into like late night TV talk shows, and not because of the thing, but like I always wanted like that. I always like the morning radio kind of thing.
Rosie O'Donnell then of the show?
Oh Jesus! I was gonna say something bad. I'm like, nah, don't get canceled making like animation. Disney be like, nah, today, son.
Listen, they brought back James Gunn, so we're okay.
Oh yeah, right. But James Gunn is genius. I love his stuff. But it's just like I was talking the other day, like I said, with another friend again about structure. Like they're like, why don't you talk more about the process, more about cinema? Because they say I'm a cinema snob. I'm like, I don't think I'm really snobby.
Oh, I'm more of a cinema snob than you are.
Right? I know. I like some interesting stuff.
I'm more movies than I do.
Yeah, I was like, I understand a process where, for example, what was it? I know it's harder to make movies, so I don't try to talk shit or down at a movie. If it's like really super pretentious and trying to be like, oh, I'm edgy,
oh, Superman.
I'm like, oh, I love Superman. You said Superman?
So good.
What happened? Of
course, I've seen Superman.
Oh yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, okay.
I'm just kidding, you. Don't worry. God, I see more movies than you do. You know that.
Well, yes and no. Like last few years, definitely. I've always watched a lot of movies. Like it's October 1st, so I'm have to watch all my horror movies. So I have to figure out. Well, we don't know when this is going to be out, so October 1st,
it's October 1st, people.
Oh, I know. It might be at November 1st, and they'd be like, "Wait, what are they talking about?"
I'll put it up right now, since there's really no order in these episodes.
I know, really.
As soon as we're done, we can stop it.
Like, suck it, Chad. Suck it hard.
Tomorrow,
like, no.
I can put it up tomorrow. You'll get it tomorrow.
Like, put this one up tomorrow.
For your last episode, you take this one first.
Right?
Just so people know, we used to record a couple.
Yeah, I record a couple because, I'm old and I don't get
a lot of time. Gets forgetful and he can't find his podcast equipment. He's got to go get Chinese food.
Oh, man, Chinese food. Dude, that box, that's just soup. It's so hot they don't want to put it in a bag. That's soup. That's war wonton soup.
Chinese food for soup.
Dude, because they have war. Have you ever had war wonton soup? It's the best.
Wonton soup. What's the difference?
Well, war wonton soup. It's like wonton soup, but they add shrimp, chicken, pork, more veggies. So it's like
add the shrimp. I'll eat it.
Yeah, it's like it's legit, and they make a pretty decent one. But they took about 20 minutes to make it. And I'm sitting there like, are you killing the pork right now? Are you getting the shrimp? Like, what the F? Like, they really were taking their sweet ass time, and I only lived like maybe 5-7 minutes if I was not hurting, where it takes me about 10-15 minutes to walk there from my house. It's like literally it's less than a mile. Like it's less than a mile, but my back hurts so bad where it's like I I walk like an old man, like humping, like I'm coming. It's like, oh, let me guess, your mom was on Tylenol, when she was pregnant. I'm like, yeah, for her hangovers and meth, joking, and not meth. People are like, oh well, now you're throwing your mom under the bus for things that's not true. But yeah, no, it's just it took a long time to make that. But yeah, no, and I usually keep my podcasting equipment in my closet, but it's just like once again, when it's in there, it's like in tight, so I can't lift anything. Yes, it's like a
So
tight
why
Birkin
is it
bubble.
in the closet? Just leave it here. You come on once a week like you're supposed to.
True.
Dump for 20 minutes, and
Ooh,
then
excuse me.
go on with your life with your doggies.
Doggy. True. I sound like a mom. And what are you doing with the doggies? They're not my dogs. They're just roommates.
No, they're definitely not your dogs, but you pet the dogs.
Oh
You
yeah, all the
post
time.
photos. People should check out Chad on Facebook. It's nonstop. Let's
Oh,
see. How many dogs?
Instagram definitely has a lot of dog stuff. For yeah. Uh, but yeah, no, those doggies are cute. Frenchies, man, they're a pain in the ass. Like I literally came home. That's why it took me a little longer. They knocked over the Wi-Fi, so I was starting to stress out because they knocked the Wi-Fi off, and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get anything on tonight. But
You're a podcast host and extra features movie review podcast? Oh, okay. Interesting. Things I
wait,
read
what happened?
on this page. Oh, here's a good one from today.
Oh, oh
Like,
no.
I didn't know she was still alive. Really, Chad?
For real.
JPO?
I did. I thought she died like in the late '90s, early 2000s. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I should
Uh,
have taken more photos today, but I was too busy. One of my favorite guilty pleasures, Lord of the G String.
oh, that is
Where
the
do you
bomb.
find this movie?
Yeah, these are back in the day when like Cinemax was still called Skinemax. A lot of them. Okay, what's this one? But
Okay.
no, I had like a phone call and I was like, who is calling me from Santa Rosa? I'm like, no, no, don't know who that is. But no, so I was like, woof. But probably debt collectors saying, hey, you didn't pay for your Solano imaging. But no, like that. It was like, was it Lord of the G String? They had like all like the knockoffs, like all the knockoffs, almost like mockbusters, but they're for like B movie Skinaflix, Skinamax. Like that was like one of my favorites. They were making fun of that. And there was another one they did that was really, really good. Like not Spider Babe, but it's
I
Spider
don't even
Babe.
know these movies. I must have missed them.
No,
I
like
don't
you
have
see,
them.
I like weird stuff. So
So
I'm
do
like,
I.
I would
Why do you
like
think I
I
hang
used
out
to
with you?
right. I want like I watch like I grew up watching like Russ Meyer
So do I.
films. So it's just like I like I could see entertaining like the old porn brothers, the Mitchell brothers. I watched a lot of their stuff. Like they're like 70s, but they have stuff there to sit there and I'm like, hmm. But no, that stuff always interests me. Where like these low budget indie filmmakers, to me, they're artists. Yeah, there's nudities, porn, whatever. There's still some art behind it. But let's see here. Let's see, put
Okay.
writers on.
I have another one from Chad's Facebook. So, people, if you're not friends with Chad, you should be. I know I'm getting old. I took a nap yesterday, slept on my shoulder and neck rock. Now my lower back and my neck shoulder hurts.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
I'm bringing this up because of what happened to you yesterday when you were supposed to be recording this show.
Mm-hmm. So like what I was doing yesterday.
You took something and
Oh yeah. I took you were supposed to record it the other day, but I finally got muscle relaxers for my back, and I didn't read the instructions, so I just took when I got home after doing like walking to the thing because I could only walk like 2 miles and then my back starts hurting and then it's gone, like it's out. So I took a muscle relaxer and I'm like, oh, like I literally took it from like lunch, took it, slept through most of the night, and then after telling you that, hey, I just woke up, I went back to bed.
oh my God.
I tried to watch a movie and fell asleep. Like that's how strong and good it is. So I was just like, whoo, whoo. I was
Okay.
like, because like I even like my friend was texting me, Andrew, who's texting me. He's just like, hey, we should get edibles. And I was like, you mean weedables? And then he's just like, weedables? Yeah, man. It's a whole new marketing strategy. Instead of saying edibles, we call them Weedables. He's just
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah.
You and Kevin should hang out some more times. Okay, Chad Meisenheimer posts 4 days ago. Sometimes we all need a palate cleanser from all the
Ah,
horrible, decisive stuff in the world. So watching this 2025 film, not another comment about the film, nothing. Yeah, just interesting.
I liked it. You're talking about the live action Lilo and Stitch.
That's what I'm referring to.
That was actually, it makes me vomit in my mouth to say this. It was a cute, entertaining movie. Like, I actually enjoyed it for some reason. I really enjoyed it. Um, what was like that? The only one I did not enjoy, I watched that Moana 2. That was hot trash.
Oh, I hated that. I hated that.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Hey,
was.
one last thing from Chad's Facebook.
Oh no.
Sometimes I'm thinking to pivot creatively to photography in the near future. Would be fun. Podcasting has always been a side hobby. Side hobby?
Side hug.
It's a fucking occasional thing I decide to do and I decide to show up. I think investigating a documentary type podcast would be interesting too.
Yeah, I'm just because once again it goes into, it's weird because I have a very eclectic style where it's just like I bounce back and forth because like once again when someone said that like, oh, your wheelhouse is acting, comedy, making short form content, like even before I started making movies professionally, I was doing experimental theater, I was doing black box theater, I was doing fringe theater, I was doing things like that where it's like I was teching shows, photography. I was interested in like landscaping and just like documenting people like that. And like I grew up liking like Michael Moore movies. That's what more I've been thinking. Like, oh, you know what? I kind of like Michael Moore. I have that Michael Moore mentality where I could insert myself into the documentary and kind of interviewing people and stuff because
Oh,
that's
I
always
think
been,
you're good. No
which
problem.
was just funny. Which I'm like, I feel like I can't do that because I wasn't even doing that because I was sitting there because I'm not a nostalgic or sentimental person. I'm very um, introspective and a very retrospective person where I was like looking back at one of my things where back in the day when I was going to film school, I was 15, 16, they was like, I was in a TV production program where we would make talk shows. They're like, oh, we make talk shows. They do like interviewing like a talk show. But I was just like, hey guys, this is kind of dumb. Why not take some of these digital cameras that we got in cinema and let's do like actual get out there and interview people and kind of like interviewing, but like sketch based, but it's not sketch based. So it's almost like Tom, like was it like Tom Green and stuff. I was really influenced by that kind of
Ooh,
style
the
of stuff.
Canadian.
What happened?
Tom Green's Canadian.
Well, yeah, like Tom Green, like people like that, where I was just like interested, in, like okay, they like man on the street kind of thing, and I was like, I made this like fun segment called "Looking for Love with Chad El Hornio," and I would like wear a sports jersey and had like a baseball cap, and I would go and interview these college chicks, like, oh, like for like dating advice and stuff, going there do dating advice, all these different things, what they do, and I was kind of doing that, and I did that, and people were like, oh, you kind of were making like sketch based content, but still it was almost like Sacha Baron Cohen in a way, where it's like I was going out there as like sort of as a character, but still me. It's just a fictional version, but my character was Chad Hornio, and I would go there and interview these people and talk like how what kind of guys are looking for and what are this and that. And I did it for like 3 episodes, and they were successful because they put them on public access. They're like, oh, this is really different. And then everyone else started copying that style because I was taking my film production knowledge and my acting experience and my sketch comedy experience and going out and doing that. And then kind of like I said, I was doing that 15, 16, 17. And then I kind of got into the whole like, okay, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be like, not going to say I was inspired by like Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez and stuff like that. Spike Lee. Like a lot of people always laugh. Like I like Spike Lee. If you watch Spike Lee movies and then watch my movies, you'll be like, yeah, they're not racially themed, but a lot of thematic, like stylized, like the double dolly, the low angles and dolly zooms. And like, I kind of like do that. And I was like, people sit there like, oh, okay. And I really didn't think I could make money off of comedy, where it's just like that's never was a thing. Where it's like, okay, I'm going to acting, and that's going to be my way into being directing because I don't like being a writer. My mom's a writer, and she's a good writer, And I'm like, no one's gonna do a war for my scripts. So I was like, either make stuff as a director, cool shit, and put it out there, or be an actor and that way, because I always did like supporting roles and stuff. So that was my leeway where I was like, okay, I'm not some visual genius like special effects like James Cameron or anything. So acting was going to be my way. And then eventually comedy became the thing where I was just like, oh, in my mid 20s, I was like, oh, I'm good at making comedies. And a lot of people like my genre stuff because they see the style and stuff. They're like, oh, he has the style, he just has no substance. Every like all my earlier short films are like, oh, this was like genre stuff, like Broke, Way of the Cowboy, Catharsis. Oh, I didn't direct Catharsis. What did I direct? No. Oh no, Catharsis was mine. Catharsis. Um, so I was directing other like genre-based short films. And it's just like they always hit me like, oh, very stylized, great eye, he knows how to this and this, but the substance is not there, and da da da. So I was just like, okay, and I started doing comedy, and people who like my style, they're like, oh, he's really good at this. And that's the thing where even when I was in LA, when I did Night Night and then Check Please, a lot of people like in the horror community, they like the style. A lot of critics really like the style of my visual because like I pulled the whole retro look without being tongue in cheek or pretentious. And you're like, okay, he could tell stories visually, but people who didn't like that love Check Please. They're like, dude, you should be writing for SNL. And I'm like, I've tried all that. I pitched to SNL. I've almost got on like an audition for them. So I had did things where like above average and Funny or Die, and I was doing stuff and getting stuff on that. But it's just like people don't realize I did all that stuff and really nothing came out of it where I'm like, okay, I got to make my own content. And that's why I only make my own content because I know what I'm capable of and I know what people like out of it. Like I do it for audiences. So that's
Well, we got one last thing, Chad, before you go. You
sure.
now completed a couple of episodes so people
Mhm.
know that they're done. Are you going to come back more frequently, or is this just a one-off for the
I
next?
probably do because right now I have the time. So I probably could do come back next week or whatever it's
Oh,
that.
you're going to have time next week, so
Oh
I'll
yeah, oh
just
yeah.
get you through
I
this.
Yeah, because like right now I'm through the 10th, and then probably gonna be another thing because it's not anything better.
So I just want people to know that I'm going to release this one first
Mhm.
because it's one we've agreed to, and then I'll release the next one. And so it'll be a
Okay.
2 week basis. So by the end of the
Okay.
year, Chad should have 4 new episodes. Now, if we hold Chad to what we said, we'd have like, I don't know, 10 or 15 new episodes. So that's really up to Chad what he wants to do. So if Chad, you're talking to Chad on Facebook or you DM him or just randomly find him on Twitter at Chad Meisenheimer at x.com or what the hell it is.
Or no, it's I think it's at the was it at Chad Mize? Yeah, it's at Chad
How does it
Mize,
matter? Or send me an
Instagram.
email directly and I'll forward to his ass.
Right?
I'm always here, people, for chat. It's chat's not here for me. I want this stated.
Jesus. So
Goodbye,
yeah,
Chad. You're leaving.
Chad's
Goodbye.
out.